Hi, my name's Seth, and today I want to talk about the sky. I want to make it clear that I'm taking this outlook on the sky from my point of view. With my Cancer ascendant, Moon in the first house, Gemini in the 12th house, I feel I have a very observant view on what's going on with the sky and what's going on with the people around me and really humanity at large when it comes to these energies and how we are affected by these energies. I feel like I have a very good view on what people around me are feeling and how these energies are being felt between me and someone next to me, the people down the street, the people that I talk to, the people that I watch. So today I'm going to talk about how I see the sky, and I want to invite people to tell me how they feel about the sky. The first thing I want to talk about is Aquarius. We had a migration, really, of planets through Aquarius, and I took it as a test. It seems like it was a true test of what it is we truly want, because Aquarius, to have all these planets in Aquarius and then have Saturn in Sagittarius, it seems like there's a real call for everyone to find your joy. Find what makes you happy. Find the productivity that makes you happy. Sagittarius is a type of energy that wants to have fun, but Sagittarius always wants to grow. Sagittarius doesn't just want to have fun for fun's sake. Sagittarius wants to have fun while they're doing something productive, while they're doing something they feel like they're getting something out of it. Aquarius is co-ruled by Saturn. To have all these planets in Aquarius, it's almost a call for Saturn to have some sort of say. And again, with all these planets in Aquarius, it's a thing of Saturn's say is to find what you're looking for. Find adventure, grow. It's not as much as a fun thing as if it was like Jupiter and Sagittarius. Jupiter and Saturn are enemies. But it's almost Saturn is still doing his thing. He's putting his restrictions on. He's making these walls. He's making a very, very guided line on what you can do and what you can't, where you need to go and where you don't. But Sagittarius is still a flighty sort of adventurous spirit. And Saturn cannot stop that. But Saturn can focus that. Make it focused. You have to find where you need to go before you shoot the arrow and go there. You know what I mean? Like Sagittarius is the one that lines up, pulls back, and shoots. And this energy has kind of been pulling us into the time to do that. All these planets in Aquarius, it's like Capricorn just went through, now you have the bow, now you have the arrow, now you have all the things that you need when everything was in Capricorn. Aquarius is the energy that comes into things with the tools in hand. They've read the books. They have the knowledge. It's time for you to do something else with it. It's time for you to make change with it. It's time for you to understand a perspective. It's time for you to take aim. This Aquarian energy that we've moved out of, it was a real call for transparency. To find people that you feel like you align with, to find who your friends really are, who your enemies really are. Are your enemies truly enemies? Are your friends truly friends? Is life exactly what you think it is, or is it time for you to switch that perspective? It's an empowerment of spirit, because again, Saturn is having a strong say in this, and there's a connection to what do I want, what makes me happy, and your spirit is what tells you what makes you happy. And your spirit is what you feed when you're not dealing with your physical body. What makes you happy is not just physical. And spirit is that main thing that we go to when we think of joy and release. And that spirit is now being empowered to find its own joy, to get as big as possible, in the right way, in the right direction. And the spirit is also focused on community. There's going to be a community aspect associated to that, or at least there was, when all this Aquarian energy was in the sky. This movement into Pisces, all these planets how they have moved into Pisces, migrated again. It's almost like a final grade. It's like a final grade. There is a cleansing aspect to Neptune. And it's almost, if you really think about it, it's almost a little backwards to say that, you know, things are going to be cleansed. It's a final test. Things are revealed. You would think Pisces, Neptune, I'm going to be more confused. And you can be. It really depends on what you've gotten done in Aquarius. When you took aim, did you really find what you were looking for? And with Saturn and Sagittarius, can you keep that in your mind and not be lost? Or when you look out and everything is cleansed and all these things are set free and all the dirt is washed away, are you still focused on the same thing, or is it time to move your aim? It's like you pull the string back and now you have to second guess yourself. Now you have to second guess and make sure I'm about to let go. Make sure that that's exactly what I'm aiming for. That's exactly what I mean to aim for. All this Pisces energy is the answer to that question. It can be fog when it is self-doubt. When you take that aim and you're like, oh God, is this in the middle? Is this what I want? Is that what I'm really going for? Is this my vision? That can become a fog. That can become confusion. That can be the dark side of Pisces, the dark side of Neptune. But if you're taking this energy and you're riding this energy well, and you feel like you've put this energy in the right place in your life, in the place in your life where you feel like it's most needed, when you take that aim, it'll be a grade of what have I gotten out of this? I've made the decision that I've made. I've taken aim. I have the string pulled back. I am sure this is where I want to be. I have the vision in my mind. That's what I want to hit. And you're going to have to let go eventually. Mars just went into Aries. It's time. The time is coming. When all these planets now migrate into Aries, that arrow is going to be shot. But at the end of the day, you need to have that vision in your mind. Know that that's where it's going. And again, Pisces is just that. It's that second right before you let go. And that second can feel like minutes. That second can feel like hours. It's again a Neptunian sort of thing, where it's just are you set in your mind? Is the vision in your mind? And then Saturn's going, are you doing what you need to do? Have you done what needs to get done? Do any changes need to be made? And there's a connection there between Sagittarius and Pisces with that Jupiter connection. And yes, Saturn is there. And yes, Saturn is restricting. But the outlook that you have is going to be in depth. The connection between these two energies, Sagittarius and Pisces, it's going to be... It won't be hard for you to keep focus at this point, unless you get stuck in that haze of self-doubt. But the targets are being revealed. Everything's being cleansed. Something that looked like it was the target you were aimed at this point might reveal to not be so. That might not be exactly what you thought you wanted. Or the fact that you thought the target was a lot closer. Neptune is going through washing all these things away, washing all the lies away, revealing all the truth of your situation, and that target is a lot farther than what you really thought it was. And now it's time to draw the arrow back farther. Now it's time to really put that Sagittarian energy in use and take the risk and pull back harder and make it mean something. It could be that sort of situation. It could be a sort of situation where you just need to realign and figure out the details of what exactly you're trying to do. Saturn is going to give you a huge push to actually do that. It's not so much sitting here thinking about it, talking about it. Saturn is going, no, but you need to do this. Do you see this reality right now? Do you see how everything is happening? Do you see how Neptune just washed away all this crap that was in our way? Now we need to do something about it. You have that Sagittarian outlook where it's focus. I'm totally focused on my goal, and I'm so ready to do whatever it takes to get there. And it can be. It can be exciting. It can be a time for adventure, because Saturn is not going to be moving out of Sagittarius for a while. He's going to go back into Scorpio eventually, but it's not that time yet. It's going to be a second check of, is this what you want? These little things that happen within these transits, these things that happen in the sky, we can utilize them to make a time frame for ourselves. Ride the wave so our lives can work out the way we want them to work out. Or they can become chaotic and confusing. If there's self-doubt there, if you can look at reality and still choose to ignore it, because Neptune is going to show you reality, Neptune is going to reveal truth, but now it's up to you to either take on that energy and accept the truth, or try to ignore it, or try to make it seem like it's something else, or try to manipulate it. In conclusion, all in all, I just feel like Aquarius was a test, Pisces is the final grade, and Aries is what you're going to do with that grade. Aquarius was the time for you to look out, envision your target, pick up your bow and arrow you just got in Capricorn, and aim. Pisces is the time to do that second check, where you're like, am I sure this is exactly what I want? Am I focused on my goal? Is this what it is? Like, you know what I mean? Am I aimed at the middle? The truth must be revealed. I'm about to take the shot. And then Aries is going to come and you're going to let go. And things are really going to fucking happen. And that arrow is going to be shot and you can't take it back. All in all, these things are happening. It can be described in many different ways, but the energy is churning. If you want to explore this train of thought with me, leave a comment below with your birth time and we can have a public discussion about it. Or you can check the description box below, find my email, shoot me an email with how I feel about the sky today as the subject line, and we can have a private reading about how this energy may be affecting you. If you already know how this energy is affecting you, already have an opinion on the sky right now and what's going on with these transit, leave a comment below and let's have a public discussion about it. Tell me about how you feel about it and what your interpretations are. Let's figure out what our missions and goals are right now before this arrow gets shot. Hit me up. Find help if you need it. Find somebody to talk to if you don't need it. And thanks for watching.